I'll show you how I made these pedestals for my washer and dryer for less than $50. For this project, I had 4 different lengths of cuts that I was doing. I got 25 inches, 28 inches, 24 inches, and 17 inches. Now I'm gonna show you how I came up to these measurements. I knew that I wanted to have a basket underneath, so I had to account for the height of the basket. The height of the basket is at 14 inches, but I kind of wanted to account for having clothes in there. So I added about 3 more inches. I wanted it to at least be 17 inches high, the opening. But you also have to account for the top and the bottom pieces that are gonna be on the box. So I took that 17 and added 7, and that's how I came up with the measurement for 24 here. These 17-inch pieces are gonna be brace pieces. I got that from measuring the distance. So I'm gonna have this piece here like this, and this piece here like that. These brace pieces are gonna fit in like so for extra support. The 25-incher, I'm basically making a square. I want it to be 28 inches square, right? But when I put these together, these are gonna be on their side like this from the top. You'll see later when I put these together. I'm gonna have 2 of those. The distance of 2 of those is 3 inches. So I have 25 plus the 3 inches that are gonna be on either side. That brings me to 28, which will make it square. It'll be a lot easier once you see me put it together. Now I'm gonna show you how I took the measurement of the actual washer and dryer. One thing you want to be aware of when taking measurements is you don't want to measure the top of the machine. You want to measure at the base where the pedestal is going to be. And the reason why is because, as you see here, this top isn't the same length as the base. It's a little bit shorter. See that? So that's why you want to make sure that you measure at the base. Anyway, it ended up that I making it 28 inches anyway, so it'll be fine. But that's just something you should be aware of. All right, I'm gonna start by screwing the 25s and the 28s together. So the 28s are gonna go like so. 25s are gonna fit inside like this. Put 2 screws in each end, and I'll show you when it's done. Okay, so here's a quick tip. I'm gonna pre-drill my holes just to make sure that I don't get any wood splitting. So what you wanna do is get your drill bit and make sure that it's thinner than the shank. This is the shank right here. That is thinner than the shank. See how you can see the threads? This happens to be 7/64, just FYI. And this is a 3-inch exterior screw. Now that we got the base and the platform constructed, I'm gonna go ahead and attach the leg. Since this is a perfect square, we don't want this piece to be our front piece where the 25-incher is. We want this full 28-inch piece to be our face piece. So when we attach the leg, what I'm gonna do is, instead of putting it this way, which will limit the inside space here, I'm gonna turn it this way. So I'll have more room in between to slide the basket in and out. I'm gonna give you a close-up on how I screwed this together. This is the front, as you can tell by the 28-inch piece here. 2 here, 2 there. I mean, you pretty much see it. The only tip I have to give you is that on these braces right here, I started out putting 2 fasteners in there, but I learned that I only need 1, and also I wouldn't have had enough fasteners. I would have been like 3 short if I would have ended up putting 2 on each side. So I just did 1 because the weight's gonna hold all that together. Instead of being short 3, I ended up having 5 left over. I don't know how much you pay for this, like $8 or something. So I didn't want to go up to the next size box. If you got extra screws at the house, throw them in there, but this would be good for what we need. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and paint this. Actually, I might even put a top on this. So I actually got some particle board that I'm gonna use just for the top. Right here, you can see we're right at 28. So everything came out as measured. But the problem is that this is only 27 inches long. So I'm gonna be an inch short, but I gotta get rid of this. What I'm gonna do is I think I'm just gonna end up probably just bringing that towards the face. This isn't the face, actually. Yeah, this isn't the face. But I'm just gonna bring it up to the face and just overlap it at the backside where you wanted to see it. Since I got this piece, and I'm not gonna go out and go buy some plywood. There should be enough purchase area at these corners for you to just go ahead and set your machine on top of there. You obviously have to look and check and make sure, but you can get away without having a top on this. But I figured, why not? I got it sitting around. It's just taking up space in the garage, so I might as well throw it on real quick.